this thing recording? Okay guys, here we are back again, Martowzkyans, to another vlog. This one's actually gonna be a bit, I don't know, laid back. I don't want to go so deep and technical or anything that we've been doing or haven't yet done. So this one's actually a story. It takes place in 2016. It was my final year in Campo. So I was like it was a normal day and I was in class, and then one of my friends actually was like, hey, I'm going to town. You also going to town? I was like, yeah. So we took the job, and then when we get to town, the guy tells me he's actually planning on selling a laptop. I was like, okay. So it was a second-hand laptop. It belonged to him. So I did not know any further details at that point. I was like, sir, he said tuende wawili ndio tusiibiwe. As you know, that's the basic thing many people like saying when you're going to sell something to a stranger that you met on the internet. So I said, yeah, let's go. I didn't have anything to lose. I didn't have a laptop that I was carrying around at the time, so everything was good. We went, and then as we started walking, I started asking him some questions like, hey, where'd you find this guy? And then he was like, OLX. I was like, oh, okay. So we're going. They were to meet at iClub. I don't even know where most clubs actually are. So we went. We got there somewhere near Pizza Inn, the one that's Moy Avenue. There's guys like to stand outside there a lot. So we stood there. Pretty normal place so far, no red flags or anything. So everything was going according to plan, according to his plan, I guess. I was just there for security, I don't know. So we wait for the guy, he makes some calls, they communicate, and then the guy finally shows up. And then when he shows up, he's like this properly dressed, middle-aged man, hair combed and everything. He was dressed in like a black suit, nice shoes. So I don't know, he kind of checked out, but I wasn't really too comfortable yet. So I said, let me give it some time. So he says, let's go to iClub. And then we go to iClub. We get outside, we just get searched, and we just enter. And then he was like, yo, so my brother actually owns this place. So I was like, damn, okay. Red flag number one, if his brother or uncle or whatever actually owned the place, then why would he be buying a second-hand laptop from some university kid? But that never kicked in at all. Then we go upstairs and we sit on the balcony. He was sitting on the balcony before he came to meet us, so he was there. We find some ice cream and some keys and a phone. It was a nice phone, I guess. So he continues eating his ice cream, so we sit there, and my friend pulls out the laptop. Now he had his laptop in like a bubble wrap and the charger, no box or anything. So we pull out the laptop, and this guy says, oh, let me have a look at it. So he opens it because it's a laptop, and after opening it, what did he do? He went to my computer, just opened my computer, just checked how much space the hard drive had, and he was like, okay. And then he pulled out a flash, and then I don't know what was wrong with the flash. I don't know if it was part of the distraction, or I just don't know. I don't know how this what do they do? Deflection. They deflect your attention with one thing and then you stop focusing on another thing. That's how people get their watches stolen by pickpockets without even realizing it. So what happened is he gave my friend the flash disk. He was like, can you just format this for me? I want to, I don't know, test something. Red flag. I don't know what number this is too. Actually, I'm a computer science major. I should have realized this from the get-go, but I didn't. So he gave us the flash to format it, and that does not really prove anything in terms of the capability of the laptop. Like, it doesn't affect at all, kabisa, nothing. So whether it would have formatted the flash or not, that doesn't depend on if it's a genuine laptop or not. Okay, so we tried with the flash disk. We tried different ports. It didn't work. So we were like, it doesn't work. And then he was like, okay, sawa, funga tu, nipe funga. So we closed the laptop. So I was expecting an exchange of money to happen. Like, he gives us the money and we give him the laptop. So he says, you remember when he said his brother is the owner of the club? He says, let me come first. So he left us there. He went. Mind you, he has left us with the keys and the half-eaten ice cream, like if we wanted to poison him, or I guess for whatever reason we would want to do that. And the keys, the ice cream and the phone. So I told my friend, yo, you know, at any point we can actually like get away with this and just run. And we can end up being the conmen. So the guy comes back and he's like, I've talked to one of the waiters who technically, if you follow the lie that his brother owns the place, would be an employee of the brother. So I was like, okay, makes sense. He says, give me the laptop, I'll give it to the waiter, and then we'll go and get the money from my sister. Yeah, now there's a sister who works uptown, like the kind of less crowded areas of the CBD. So I was like, what? This is a bit sketchy because we lose leverage. And I told my friend that, but then at the same time, we lose leverage, but we have him as leverage, if that makes sense. So we hesitantly, I should stress hesitantly, gave out the laptop to him, and he gave it to one of the waiters. And then we left the place and we started walking, and now we are walking towards this, I think it's Bruce House, has to be somewhere near Bruce House, I don't know, that street. We go there, as we're walking there, you know, like we're having a chit chat, we're talking, getting to know him. He's like, oh, I work in a bank. And then I was like, okay. I checked the time, it was around like 240, 240 somewhere between there. Red flag number 2 would have been, why would you want to buy a second-hand laptop from someone you met on the internet, and in a very sketchy site, I should add? Why would you even do that? That doesn't make any sense. When we get to near Bruce House, he says, okay, you guys just chill here, I'm gonna go inside and call her. I don't know what he said. All along, as soon as we left the club, the iClub, I was talking to my friend, and then he kept asking me, yo, is this guy legit? I was like, yeah, he seems legit, you know, he's all dressed up and stuff. Never ever judge someone based on outward appearance. So he says, yo, is this guy legit? I'm like, yeah, he's legit. You know, we talk, we take a few steps, get some more information, and then he asked me again, yo, is this guy legit? I'm like, yeah, still legit. But then, you know, at this point I was kind of not really concerned because I had no personal stake in this. Okay, I wasn't selling anything, but things were about to go wrong. So after we chill outside, he went inside the building. From the outside, when you look at the building, like top down, it looks like it only has one entrance. He goes in, and then the guy asked me, oh man, do you think he's gonna come out? I was like, yeah, he's gonna come out. It's like there's only one entrance. At this point, I don't know if I was speaking for myself or if I was under some stupid ass spell, because this doesn't make any sense to me at all at this moment. I think that's the moment where we lost the laptop completely. But after going in for like 2-3 minutes, my friend called him. The guy comes out. After 2 minutes, my Indian friend calls the guy, and then the guy is like, okay, I'm coming, and then he pops out. So when he pops out, I was like, whew, I thought this guy was gonna scam us or something. Little did I know. So when he comes out, the moment he goes like, yo, damn man, thank God, I thought you wanted to con us. You know, we have this whole chit chat about conmen in Nairobi, how he actually tells us, yo, it's actually dangerous, manzeni kubaya, huku hivi watu wanaibiwa, sijui lazima ukairada. And then you're like, I was like, yeah, I'm with you, bro, I'm with you, totally agree. And he says the sister is actually meeting a client, so he stays there for like a minute, and then he goes back in. Now you remember those 2-3 minutes that the first time he went inside, it actually was around maybe 5, because it had to be 5, because we had to be like paranoid that he started calling the guy, my friend started calling the guy. So 5 minutes, comes back, we have the whole chit chat about being robbed and being conned and stuff. Then he's like, okay, sawa, chills out for a minute, then goes back in. Now the second time, he stayed for like 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, he stayed there. So we just thinking like, is this guy legit really? So all this time I had my earphones on. I had a Samsung Galaxy S4 at the time. So I'm just there listening to my music, one earphone out, of course, like a normal millennial. I was listening to music with the other one. So the guy takes like 10 minutes inside. So we call him, the guy starts calling him frantically. He comes out and then he's like, oh, so by the way, nimemaliza na sistangu, nataka niweke hiyo do kwa M-Pesa. Nataka nikutumie do kwa M-Pesa or something. He was like, nikutumia ama nikuweke, something, one of them. This is what actually cost me my phone. My friend, the one who was selling the laptop, the one I went with, turns out he doesn't have M-Pesa. And luckily I did, or unluckily. So he's like, uko na M-Pesa? And then my friend was like, no, I'm missing M-Pesa. Do you have M-Pesa? And then I was like, yeah, I do. So they were like, okay, sawa nipe simu yako. So what I did was, I don't know if I have my phone here. I can show you using my phone. So what I did was, I was listening, my phone was in my pocket, and then so he goes like, oh, kona M-Pesa? I was like, yeah, nkona. So he says, send simu yako. So I was like, okay. So I removed my phone and I removed my earphones, right? Then I unlocked my phone, and then he said, niandikie namba yako hapo. Yeah, you heard me. Let me just repeat that for you if it went over your head. I unlocked my phone. He wants to put money to my phone. Direct translation, ataka kuniekea do. So he says, unlock your phone and write your number there, like my own number. So I write my number like this. I don't know if you can see there. That's how. Like, you write your number on the dial pad. You write your number on your own dial pad and give him the phone. So I gave him my phone. Alafu umzake ingia huko ndani. It gives me so much pain when I remember this. I can't believe I was so dumb. So I gave the guy my phone. Kaingia huko ndani. And then now he stayed there for like, I think 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, I don't know, man, something just clicked. And then I was like, wait. Now you see, through the whole process, I was never involved. I had no personal stake, but right now I became fully invested, just like that. So after 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, hebu pigia msesi. Wait, tell my friend, oh, call him. And then he calls the guy doesn't pick up the first time. Calls him again, the guy doesn't pick up. The third time he picks up and says, oh, nakuja. And then he never came. That's what she said. Anyway, he never came. And we stayed there for almost 30 minutes. This was now close to probably 3 o'clock. So after 30 minutes, there was a stall at the ground floor of that building. So, like you're standing here, there's a small path, and then that's the entrance. So, guys are just passing. But there was a small stall that sells clothes. I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know the right whatevers. So some guy is like, hey, boo, kujeni. And then we go there. He's like, mnangoja nini? And then I tell him, kuna mtu tulikuwa anauza laptop. I take over because my friend wasn't really so good with Swahili. I was like, kuna mtu tulikuwa anauza laptop na amesema anakuja. And then the guy goes like, oh, no. And I was like, shit. I was like, what's up? And then he says that nyinyi sio wa kwanza. The moment he said that, I was like, it happened. it finally happened to me. You know, I've always heard stories about guys being conned and stuff, having stuff blown into their face and losing memory and just giving out their free will. As in, I've had so many things, but it had never happened to me. And then this one day, just because I had M-Pesa, I lost my phone. I still use M-Pesa. I love M-Pesa. But this is not sponsored anyway. But that's just how I basically lost my phone. I don't want to say I have personal experience, but I just kind of know how things work in town after that. Before that, maybe I was like 98%. So after that, I didn't even bother. I was like, okay, sawa, imeenda. But my friend, he started running back all the way to iClub, where it all began. And lucky for him, the guard told him the guy came back here after 5 minutes. You remember the 5 minutes at the beginning of the story? Yeah, the guy went back there. So turns out there's a kitchen in the clothes, that building where the guy disappeared to. There's a kitchen and there's a back door. You can use the back door through the kitchen. Just tell him, wacha nipite and I come. Then just pass. He went back, took the laptop, then came back and then finessed me my phone. Should have been the guy's phone, not mine. But anyway, that's how I lost it. And I don't know, man, you guys better be careful when you're selling online. These niggas out there just waiting for your innocent ass to just stroll up with a laptop or a phone in a fridge. So you can't get conned when you're buying and selling. So anyway, thank you for listening to that long ass story. But it's really funny because, hey, it may one day happen to you. Never ever lose your leverage. Don't think you have the guy's leverage. The guy just disappeared into thin air. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I don't know, can you, if you've ever been conned, just put it in the comments. You know, I just want to know that I am not alone in this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in another one. Be blessed.